Hi there and welcome to my channel. Today we are making a Bannock topped hamburger hot dish. I just want to show you that even though my onions and garlic are starting to sprout in the middle, they're still good to use. To my frying pan I added 1 pound of ground beef, and once it was halfway cooked, I added my onions and garlic. In my mortar pestle I have dried green peppers, basil, and oregano. That's going to be my seasonings for my meat. I add all those seasonings to the meat. It's about 1 teaspoon roughly of each. And of course I gave that a stir to combine. I added 2 tablespoons of oil because our beef is not very fatty and I need to make a roux. So I just made sure that everything was coated with the oil. Now I'm adding my 2 tablespoons of flour. This time I'm just adding most of it. I'm going to give it a stir in and see if there's leftover oil. For sure, there's leftover oil, so I'm adding in the rest of my flour and I'm going to stir it up. Again, don't worry about those bits on the bottom, okay? They'll all come up. For this, instead of using a beef oxo or beef broth, I have some very concentrated beef drippings off of a roast I recently cooked, and it was about 2 cups. I'm not trying to make this a really runny sauce, but I do need to make a bit of a gravy. So you could add 2 to 3 cups if you'd like. At this point, I'm adding in my frozen vegetables. I have pumpkin, carrot, green beans, and frozen peas. A few jalapenos as well in there. These will add a little bit of moisture also to that gravy mix. These are mostly cooked, so I'm just cooking these until they're heated through. For my Bannock mix, I have 2 cups of flour in the bowl already. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and you could add 1 tablespoon of whole dry milk, but we can't right now during this challenge. So I'm adding 4 tablespoons of cooking oil. And instead of sugar, because we're not using it in February, I'm adding 4 tablespoons of honey that I've melted. This is 1 cup of water, and I am not going to be adding the whole cup of water. I just want it to be a consistency that I can get it off of my spoon and as a batter on top of my meat mixture. If I was going to be using this to make fried bannock, I would let the mixture stay pretty stiff. Here in a small cake pan that I've greased, I am just spreading out my hamburger mixture, making sure that the veggies are also spread out. I am going to be putting all of my bannock mixture on top, and you want to make sure to spread it around so that it makes a nice crust. That way, nobody has FOMO, fear of missing out, in case you didn't know what that was. Once that batter is all spread around, I ground some sea salt and some black pepper on top because I didn't add any seasoning to the bannock dough this time. I'm going to bake that on a cookie sheet because I know that it will bubble over in the oven at 375 for 25 minutes until your top is nice and golden brown like this. This is so delicious and filling, you guys. It is great for us during calving when we need a hearty meal. Thanks for watching and take care. Bye for now.